Let's be real. Quitting sugar is like breaking up with a toxic ex. You know it's bad for you, but it's everywhere, tempting you at every turn. It's in your coffee, your cereal, your salad dressing, and even that healthy yogurt you thought was a smart choice. And just when you think you're free, someone shows up with a slice of birthday cake and suddenly you're back in a sugar-fueled relationship. But what if I told you that kicking sugar to the curb isn't about sheer willpower or suffering through bland food? What if the key to quitting sugar isn't about deprivation, but about understanding how sugar hijacks your brain and body and then outsmarting it? The good news is that science has cracked the sugar addiction code, and once you know the tricks, you can walk away from sugar without feeling like you're missing out on life. Here's the first mind-blowing fact. Sugar is more addictive than cigarettes. That's not an exaggeration. A study published in Neuroscience and Biobehavioral Reviews found that sugar activates the same reward centers in the brain as drugs like cocaine. That's why you don't just like sugar. You crave it. The moment you eat something sweet, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good hormone, making you want more. And the food industry, they know this. That's why processed foods are engineered to hit the bliss point, the perfect combination of sugar, fat, and salt, designed to keep you coming back for more. So how do you break the cycle? First, you need to understand that sugar is not just about taste, it's about biology. Your body craves sugar because it provides quick energy. In nature, sweet foods like fruit meant survival, fuel to keep you going. But back then, sugar came wrapped in fiber, slowing digestion and preventing blood sugar crashes. Today, processed foods strip out the fiber, leaving you with pure sugar that hits your bloodstream like a sugar tsunami. This leads to spikes in blood sugar, followed by crashes that make you tired, irritable, and, guess what? Craving more sugar. That's why quitting sugar the right way isn't just about saying no. It's about rewiring your cravings and teaching your body to get energy from healthier sources. And the fastest way to do that, eat bitter foods. Your brain is wired to seek sweet, salty, and umami flavors because they're linked to energy and nutrition. But bitter and sour foods, your body naturally rejects them because in nature, bitterness is often a sign of toxins. That's why your first sip of black coffee made you cringe, or why you made that face when you first tasted kale. But here's the kicker. You can train yourself to like bitter foods. Studies show that exposing yourself to bitter flavors can reduce sugar cravings over time, so start eating bitter greens, drinking unsweetened tea, and adding vinegar to meals. Over time, your taste buds will reset, and sweet foods will start tasting too sweet. Now, let's talk about why you keep falling off the sugar wagon. You quit for a few days, maybe even a week, and then bam! You're eating a donut at the office, telling yourself it's just one. The reason? Your entire environment is built to keep you addicted. Sugar isn't just in desserts, it's in everything. Sauces, breads, salad dressings, peanut butter, even healthy foods like granola bars. And guess what? Food companies do it on purpose. They know that if they can hook you young, they have a customer for life. A report from the USDA found that the average American eats 60 pounds of added sugar per year. That's the equivalent of 6 bowling balls of sugar. And that's not even counting the naturally occurring sugars in fruit and dairy. So how do you break free when society is set up to keep you hooked? You have to become a sugar detective. Read labels. If you see syrup, cane sugar, agave, high fructose corn syrup, and don't fall for the natural sugar trap. Honey, maple syrup, and coconut sugar might be natural, but they still spike blood sugar just like regular sugar. But what about sugar substitutes? You might think switching to artificial sweeteners or healthy sugar alternatives will solve the problem. Unfortunately, they don't. Studies show that artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose trick your brain into expecting sugar, which can actually increase cravings and make you eat more in the long run. Even natural alternatives like stevia or monk fruit keep your taste buds trained to expect sweetness. If your goal is to break free from sugar addiction, you need to cut the craving, not just swap one sweetener for another. So, what's the real secret? Fiber. Fiber is your natural sugar shield. When you eat sugar with fiber, like in whole fruits, vegetables, and grains, it slows digestion, preventing blood sugar spikes and crashes. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who ate more fiber had lower cravings and better blood sugar control. This is why eating an apple is not the same as drinking apple juice. The juice has no fiber, so the sugar hits your bloodstream like a freight train. The apple, on the other hand, has fiber that slows everything down, giving you steady energy instead of a sugar rush. And this is where most diets go wrong. Keto dieters think all carbs are the enemy, so they cut out healthy carbs like beans, oats, and fruit, foods that actually help regulate blood sugar. The key isn't zero sugar, it's eating sugar the way nature intended, wrapped in fiber with nutrients and whole foods. Want a hack to make quitting sugar easier? Eat a salad before a sweet treat. Science shows that eating bitter and fiber-rich foods first can dull your sugar cravings and reduce the dopamine hit from sweets. Think of it as prepping your brain to reject sugar. And if you want the biggest trick of all, give it time. Your taste buds reset in about 2 weeks. That means if you can go 14 days without added sugar, suddenly sweet foods will taste too sweet. Your body will start craving whole foods and fruit will become satisfying again. Quitting sugar isn't about never enjoying sweet things again. It's about taking control, retraining your taste buds, and breaking free from the addiction that food companies profit from. When you quit sugar the right way, by focusing on fiber, embracing bitter foods, and avoiding artificial substitutes, you're not just ditching sugar. You're taking back your health, your energy, and your life.